At the YMCA, our youth programs change lives and help to build bright futures. Christopher is an example of how Act 6 has changed the course of one young man's life. What inspired you to get involved with Act 6?
One of the main things that actually drew me to Act 6 was the belief that if given the proper resources and the utilities within institutions that weren't meant for me, if I'm able to go back with what they've taught me and implement that and distribute it to different parts of my community will thus improve itself.
How are you involved in the Spokane community?
I worked with a political organization called the Washington Bus this year, who works with the Alliance for Change. Working with them, I learned a lot about how people with disabilities aren't really regarded within trying to create spaces that are inclusive with them in mind. So working with them, I'm intending to try and give them spaces where they're comfortable being themselves and trying to invest in them, and hopefully we create a relationship that's reciprocal and they see the same in me. Currently, I'm employed by the ARC of Spokane. I'll be working with people experiencing developmental and intellectual disabilities.
How has the YMCA impacted your life?
From the time I was 5 years old, I really went to the Lakewood YMCA. I played basketball there. I went to late nights there. I made a lot of friends there. It was probably one of the bigger parts of growing up, just because I always went there after school and was just chilling there until my mom got off work. It's a big part of growing up, especially as somebody whose mom was always working when they were growing up, and it was pretty a solid foundation that just allowed me to be a kid while I could.
How will you take what you've learned in Act 6 to help your community?
One of my main interests is being a high school counselor, just because I had a lot of counselors who saw a lot in me that I didn't at the time, or I had a lot of counselors that didn't really believe in me. There was definitely a lot of varied responses, so just being able to be successful to motivate those behind me and try and take after those in front of me. I'm just looking forward to trying to not only become more aware of inclusivity and ways that I can try and speak out and advocate for this community, but just trying to create genuine relationships.
As a result of the COVID pandemic, the YMCA's largest fundraiser for youth and teen programs was canceled. Now more than ever, we need to support our youth and teens as they navigate these challenging times. Please join us in providing the vital support with your donation today. Your contribution gives them the opportunity to reach their full potential.